This is the rally for Roxie.
I love the jacket. Minnie's jacket. That's my own dog's jacket.
And then he comes up and starts digging the pillow from underneath there.
Yeah.
He won't wake me up. No, unless it's a real emergency.
Sherry and Gil are here with Vicky.
There we go.
We have big dogs, and little dogs, and huskies, and pitties, and Bernese mountain dogs, and German shepherds, and wiener dogs. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you?
Good.
What's the message there? Free Roxie. Oh, Vicky. And this little guy here, and this guy here, and Lucy.
Your back end is not your best side.
Anna, I think it's really important that we understand where she's coming from and just how she's been struggling to save her dog and being unsuccessful with no luck being even to see her dog. She hasn't seen her dog in over a month. So I just want to introduce you to Deanna. She's the owner of Roxie.
Woo! Showing support for Roxie. I've never really done this before, so I'm sorry I messed up already. I'm so nervous.
That's right, she shouldn't have to do it.
I've never done this before. Roxie has never bitten anyone and never would. She's the most loving boxer, and I've been keeping her under the radar because of how she looks, and that's not fair. I'm afraid for her. I have done everything that Kevin Fagan and Jerry Collins of Animal Control have asked. However, they will still not let me see her. They have given me an appeal date for this Monday. Roxie was taken on January 10th, and they have had enough time to allow me to see her and in fact to come in and check on her. I have a right to be allowed to care for my appeal, and yet they are denying me this. According to them, they can do this due to DOLA and the BSL law. Well, if that's the case, then we need to change those laws. We just want Roxie home where she belongs, and I have shown them I will do whatever it takes to get her back. My appeal will be across the road at City Hall on Monday, February 7th at 5 p.m. I would love to see all of you there and let them know how we feel, or that we feel that what they have done is not only tearing me up inside, but Roxie's sitting in his cell wondering where I am. If I've deserted her, is she lonely and scared?
So please stand up for her and voice your opinion and call an MP or call anybody that you can speak to say that this is wrong and it has to stop, and it has to stop now, so your dog isn't the next dog that they take away and put on death row. Enough is enough.
I found Scarlett when she was 3 months old, and she was in the park in a box, and it was February, and it was very cold outside. I was 17, just turned 17, and I never had a pet. I took her in just to originally, get her out of the cold and take care of her, and I just instantly connected with her and fell in love with her. She's my best friend, literally my best friend.
And where is she today?
The Humane Society down the street from my house. She's been there since September.
Your dad?
I offered to volunteer. They wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me see her. My dad recently broke his neck in August and is very heavily medicated. Left the house and forgot to close the door all the way. She got out. And the owner, I wasn't in town actually. The owner, or the girl who found her, just couldn't hold her for, had her for 3 hours with her son, said that she was great, but she just couldn't hold her, so they called the Humane Society and...
Somebody, Animal Services, you mean? And Animal Services decided to label your dog a pit bull type dog?
Yes. They said she looks like a pit bull, and that I will be charged with
owning a pit bull and letting her run astray.
Okay, and when's the court date?
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yeah. So I might have to pay a fine and then pay for my best friend to be killed, basically.
Hey, look. And I think that's shameful. Do you think that's shameful? Yes. Absolutely. So we're here to save lives, is why we're here. And particularly we're here to save this one dog's life. So I hope if nothing else comes out of this rally, that the people who are holding her think twice before moving forward with this. The other thing I'll say about this law is the way it's enforced against people who don't have the means to fight back. So the way it's being enforced is unfair. They're not going into wealthy people's homes and taking their dogs out. They're going into people who can't afford lawyers' homes. They're taking dogs out of poor people's homes because they know they don't have the resources to get the dogs out. That's also horrendous. It's cruel and unfair. So with everything you have, with everything I have, we're going to fight this, and guess what? We're going to win. Woo! The only question is when. And I hope we can save Roxie. That's the first order of the day. After we save Roxie, just remember, next October when you go to the polls, vote McGuinty out, vote the Liberals out, vote the people who brought in this. And remember who it was. It's Michael Bryant. Who brought this in. So vote them out, because that's the only way we're going to get a change. Both the PCs and the NDP are on side on this. We need a change in government, and we'll get a change in law. So thank you very much. And,